Hello, class, and I do apologize for being so tardy in keeping up with these online classes, but I've just had some difficulties going on. So I want to just talk to you about what I've done and kind of what the expectations are in the class. So I'm actually looking at the student preview. My view looks a little different than this, but this is what yours looks like. So I have sent some announcements out that you'll be reading, but I just want to kind of walk you through what needs to be done. I've clicked on the home page, and that just gives you some announcements and what's new, and you can always log under there. What I'm going to do is go back to lessons, and that's going to open up everything that you have to. So we will start with, and they're not in order necessarily, but we will start with what is due first. So last week was week 8, and I said that I'd get back to you. I did post last week. It's due to the 11th, and it is under, if you open, I'll go back and show you how to get there, make that easier for you, because some of you had difficulty getting there. So it's actually on the lessons tab. Open the lessons tab, and it opens up. So week 8, there was not an assignment. Week 9, do 311. That is where we are right now. So you have to post on that. And that's about Tommy and Sylvia. And you pick one of them. It talks about their assessments and how to develop a relationship with them. Just pick one of them. And as a remember, the same rule, 200 words for your initial post. It has to be at least 2 times a week, and 100 for your secondary post, which has to be to 2 separate people. And again, you have to log in at least twice a week. So that's the week 9 and week 10. You'll see both of those assignments. The rules are always the same when it comes to posts. You have to, again, post originally and then 2 other posts, and they can't be on all 3 days of the week. Also, I run them through plagiarism. So if I do find that you have just plagiarized from the web, I will give you a 0. That is plagiarism. You may use outside resources, but please be sure that you quote them. And as a rule, if you quote more than 8 words in a row, those are not yours. So you need to learn how to rephrase and rewrite. So we'll see also is then on 322, your PowerPoint for your research paper on the childhood illness is due. So by 322, you have to write your PowerPoint on your childhood illness that you're doing a research paper on. Okay, that's any of those chapters in the book. If you're in the other class, it cannot be the same mental illness. This one is just for children, so you cannot do children with ADD and then adults with ADD for the other class. That is not acceptable. 2 different areas. That is just the PowerPoint that's due on 22nd. So what you'll do is you'll complete your PowerPoint. I believe there's a minimum of 5 pages, and then you will email that to everyone in your class, including me. So then once you have received everyone's email, you will go to their name in the blog area, and 2 different people, you will blog on their video, on their PowerPoint. So you will write 100 words at least, and on what you learned from their video. Okay, again, this PowerPoint is based on the research paper that's due on the 31st. Sorry. So your research paper is due on the 31st. So PowerPoint due March 30, paper due March 31st. So PowerPoint due 22nd, research paper due 31st. By the 31st, when you turn that in, those blogs should have been completed for you to get all of your points. So if you submitted your paper and submitted your PowerPoint, but you did not respond to 2 people, then you will not get all of your points. Okay? And what I suggest you do is you respond to 2 people and say, hey, please respond to mine, and that makes sure that you get the assignment done. Now this one is going to be sent when you log on to it. It's going to open up into right here, research paper mental illness from the book, view assignment. So what you're going to do is you're actually going to drop it in that Dropbox right there. That is a Turnitin Dropbox that will let me know and let you know if it's plagiarized. Okay, so the rule is more than 8 words in a row is considered plagiarism. You may quote, but a paper with numerous quotes and not your thoughts will also not get you a very good grade. Remember, every research paper must include the Encyclopedia of Social Work, the digital copy. If you do not do that, then you will not receive points. It'll be an exact 0. So then this PowerPoint, this research paper should then have information that is from the PowerPoint. So the PowerPoint should have references that are tied to the paper. They should be the exact same thing. The research paper is for me to read, the very long one. The PowerPoint is just for your peers to read on so they can understand what illness you chose. Now you also see that you have one more. that is due April 13th. That is the same type of PowerPoint, but it has to have references. So this one is supposed to be lighthearted. You're going to watch a movie that involves parenting. It can be a good parenting movie or bad parenting movie. Don't really care. What you're going to do is the 5 to 8 page PowerPoint, and you have to have 3 references, including the Encyclopedia of Social Work. Same thing. You will email it to all of your peers, and then you will then, by the 15th of April, I'll put that date up there, by the 15th of April, you will then have to respond to 2 of those peers as well in the blog area. So to get all of the points, you have to do all of those things. That is 2 different assignments. There's a CANS assessment due as well. The CANS video instruction is on there. It says watch all 4 parts. It's very long and very boring. However, you do want to get all your points for your CANS. Feel free to ask me a question. You can ask it in the blog area. That makes it so much easier. And we're back on real time, so I do apologize. I don't expect to be out of town any soon, nor my father, anyone else in my family dying. You'll also notice there's a lot of just some videos on here. There's some things to how to do the APA style. I will, again, if you want to turn your paper in early, I will kind of look at it. If you want to email it to me early, I will look at it and give you some hints before you actually put it in to turn it in. I'm not going to read it thoroughly, but I can tell you if it's APA style or not. And be sure that you just watch those videos on how to do an APA style paper. I think that's about covering it. And again, you'll notice the dates are on there. I've updated some things. We'll be back in the swing. And I do apologize. I should have everything graded by the end of the day today, and we should be good. And any questions, feel free. I'll probably try to do live this week, but no guarantees. I'm just so behind from being out with my dad. He was sick for about 6 months. So I've been going up and back to Knoxville for several days of the week. Appreciate your support, guys, and hang in there. I'm closing this out.